Coming back to fairbinaryoptions.com, and what you have here is, of course, the Head and Shoulders, the second part of our project, mini project here, starting, as mentioned earlier, the Binary Options Academy, with the purpose of building a nice educational content for you guys to use when trading binary options. And we covered the principles of the head and shoulder patterns. We covered the principles on the previous recording, and now this is the second part. And on the second part, I would like to apply this principle on this example above. The example above is the Great Britain Pound US Dollar 4-hour chart, and the key with any head and shoulder pattern, or actually with any inverse head and shoulder pattern, the key stays with the head after the move, after the head is completed. We would say that this is a possible head, and therefore our potential neckline will be something like this. Something like this. So this would be the neckline. I will just copy here the neckline like this. And as you can see, it is being given to us by a sharp spike to the upside that is quickly retraced. Now this is the textbook material. If you go over the internet and you look, or if you read any trading book material regarding these kind of patterns, and you look for specific situations, then this is going to look like this. But if you look at the markets, especially on the currency markets, when where volatility is high and things do not really move slowly, then look for the head and shoulders and inverse head and shoulder to look a little bit of unorthodox. In the textbook materials, all of the time the neckline is being represented as being horizontal. In reality, it's not really like that. So try to be a bit open-minded, and you'll be on the safe side. Now in our example here, the left shoulder will be this move here, and then of course this one is going to be the head. And by the time the head comes here and retraces, all this spike is being retraced, from this moment of time you can draw the neckline. Now by drawing the neckline, there are a few tips and tricks one should do, or one can do, when you trade binary options. Like mentioned earlier on the previous part, this is a reversal pattern, so we are looking only to buy put options, okay, because we're looking for price at the expiration date to be lower than the striking price. So on such a pattern, we're looking to buy only put options. So I will write there on the chart so that you know what we are looking for. On such a pattern, we are looking to buy only put options. So basically meaning price should go to the downside. Now, where to buy put options? Because it is one to say, okay, I would like to buy put options, but a totally different thing is where to actually engage into buying these put options. One thing would be to wait for the neckline to be broken, like it is being broken here. Wait for the retest, and that would be an ideal place to engage into buying put options, as at the retest of the neckline, price will go for the measure move. Now in our situation here, what would be the measure move? Well, the measure move would be the distance from the head, okay, measure to the neckline, and then just copy the distance, wait for the trend line to be broken, and this would be the measure move. So the measure move will have a value actually here of something of around 159.13, and the neckline is around 161. So as you can see, almost 200 pips to the downside would be the measure move. So this is the measure move. So this is the measure move. And in the meantime, you can go and engage into trading binary options with different expiration date based on the time frame such a pattern appears. Now you have to imagine that this is only one example, one currency pair on one time frame. Such reversal patterns like head and shoulders are appearing on all the time frames are extremely common for the currency markets, and therefore if you master such a pattern, you will have a competitive advantage when you trade binary options with. Now, what would be another place to buy the put options, based on this pattern? Well, look for the clues, try to look for the clues on the left shoulder and apply the characteristic of a left shoulder on the right shoulder. There is a strong tendency for price to consolidate almost the same on the right shoulder, based on the characteristics on the left shoulder. One thing we do to copy the neckline, and you mark the highs, okay, the highs in the left shoulder, and the highs in the left shoulder, as you can see, come here. Then by the time you see that the head is being completed here, a spike higher completed here, then a normal place to buy put option will be when price is testing on the right shoulder, is testing the same amplitude like the one on the left shoulder. So this would be the another logical thing to do, to buy put options here, as that would be our right shoulder. So look for similarities between the left shoulder and the right shoulder, and that should guide you through picking the right place to buy put options. Again, on such a pattern, we are looking to buy only put options, meaning price should go to the downside. Again, for this specific example, for the Great Britain pound US dollar 4-hour chart, the expiration date should be end of week expiration date, or even end of month expiration date if you are trading something like after the 20th of the month. This is the head and shoulder trading pattern. It is a reversal pattern. On the inverse head and shoulder, everything that is valid here would be valid on the inverse head and shoulder, just that that pattern comes after a downward trend, and we are looking there only to buy call options. We are not going to cover the inverse head and shoulder, as basically we'll repeat ourselves. It will be exactly the same like this one, just the opposite way around. So thank you very much for being here. This is fairbinaryoptions.com. All this educational material can be found on our official YouTube channel, on Fair Binary Options, on the Twitter account @fairbinary, or on our website fairbinaryoptions.com. Any questions or comments are welcomed, and I promise an answer to each and every one of them. Have a great day. Bye bye.